Welcome to this explainer. Look, we've literally all been there, right? You've got your snacks ready, you sit down, you click to watch something, and boom, you're met with nothing but that dreaded spinning loading symbol. It's the absolute worst. But before you throw your device across the room, hang on. We can actually act as our own digital triage team here. Let's dive right in and look at the root of the problem. As you'll see, like 90% of these issues can actually be fixed in under 2 minutes. And no, you absolutely do not need an IT degree for this. It's that universal pain point. You click a video, the loading symbol spins, and then nothing. If you're nodding along right now, I promise you, you are not alone in this frustration. Right at this very second, hundreds of people are actively reporting this exact same thing. We're talking random app crashes, the infinite buffer of doom, or even uploads just sitting there totally stuck for hours. It's a platform-wide headache for sure, but realizing that we're all in the same boat is actually the first step to fixing it. So here's our menu of fixes for today's explainer. 1. Is YouTube actually down? 2. Fixing mobile app crashes. 3. Stopping the infinite buffer. 4. Bypassing specific error messages. And 5. Rescuing stuck video uploads. Think of this like an ER for your tech issues. We'll get you the exact cure you need. Okay, let's dive into this with section 1. Is YouTube actually down? Diagnosing the macro problem. Listen, the absolute first rule of troubleshooting these platform problems, and I mean this, do not touch your router just yet. Step away from the router. We have to figure out the scale of the issue first. So ask yourself this absolutely crucial diagnostic question. Is YouTube down for everyone, or is it just you? Answering this dictates our entire game plan. It basically tells us if we need to actively start applying fixes, or if we can just sit back and let the engineers do their jobs. To figure that out, just open a new tab and search Down Detector YouTube to see a live outage map. Now, if you see a global outage, meaning that graph on Down Detector is glowing angry red, your job is done. Sit back and relax. YouTube's engineers are already on it. We've seen this with recent real-world bugs, like when the iOS app just kept crashing on open, or when they admitted to massive upload processing delays. Those are macro problems. But if that Down Detector graph is green, well, then you've got a local issue, and it is time to troubleshoot your side of things. Which brings us to section 2. Fixing mobile app crashes. First aid for phones. So if Down Detector is green, but your Android app keeps closing out on you, we need to do some micro-level triage. First, pop open your phone's settings. Second, navigate to Apps, find YouTube, and hit Storage. Third, tap Clear Cache, and then tap Clear Data. This just wipes out all that temporary junk that's probably tripping up the software. Still crashing after that? Just go to step 4 and completely uninstall and reinstall the app. It's super quick, and it almost always clears the blockage. Now, for my iPhone users, the fix is slightly different, but honestly just as easy. Step 1, open Settings, then go to General. Step 2, tap on iPhone Storage and scroll down to YouTube. Step 3 is kind of the magic button here, tap Offload App. This is actually an official fix from YouTube for a recent crash bug that was plaguing iOS users. Then step 4, just reinstall it from the App Store. And look, if offloading doesn't do the trick, delete the app completely and download a fresh copy. Doing this whole process takes maybe 60 seconds. Way faster and much better for your blood pressure than screaming at your screen, right? Moving right along to section 3, stopping the infinite buffer, curing the most common chronic symptom. Buffering. It is without a doubt the #1 complaint. But before you go blaming the platform for that infinite spinning wheel, try this absolute power move, the airplane mode toggle. Just flick airplane mode on, wait a sec, and turn it back off. What you're actually doing here is executing a 5-second network stack reset. Sounds like a highly technical IT move, I know, but it's literally just tapping an icon on your phone. It forces your device to basically renegotiate its connection to the network, and you would be stunned by how often this instantly cures the buffering issue. Now, if you're watching on a computer browser and still buffering, let's break out the browser power moves. First up, and this is a big one, check your ad blocker. Seriously, some ad blockers can artificially slow things down or just completely break video playback altogether. Add an exception for the site. Next, disable hardware acceleration in your browser settings. Then do the classic clear cache and cookies routine. Oh, and if you're on Chrome, secret rep in time. Type chrome://flags/enable-quick into your address bar and disable the quick protocol. Doing that alone fixes so many mysterious load failures. Finally, test the playback in incognito mode. If it works perfectly in incognito, you immediately know that the issue is an extension or a cache problem on your main logged-in profile. All right, section 4, bypassing specific error messages, specialist care for cryptic codes. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is the app is actually trying to tell us exactly what's wrong, We just need to know how to translate it. If it's yelling, "can't connect right now" at you, that is almost always a network problem on your end. The quick fix? Okay, now is the time to restart your router or try switching from Wi-Fi to your mobile data. If the mobile data works, boom, you know for a fact your internet service provider is the problem. On the flip side, if you see this content isn't available, try opening a private window or disabling your ad blocker. If none of that works, just give it 10 minutes. Honestly, content unavailable is often just a temporary regional glitch that resolves itself super fast. But wait, what if you're stuck with persistent can't connect errors and you know your ISP is being difficult? Here is the ultimate workaround. Change your DNS. You can swap it to Google's by entering 8.8.8.8 or Cloudflare's with 1.1.1.1. Guys, this is a massive power move. It is completely free, it takes about 2 minutes to change in your network settings, and it very frequently bypasses ISP throttling altogether. It basically opens up a clear, fast lane straight to your content. Okay, last but not least, Section 5, Rescuing Stuck Video Uploads. Emergency Care for Creators. For all my creators watching this explainer, we know the absolute pure terror of seeing an upload freeze or fail halfway through. First things first, you'll want to run a quick speed test. If your upload speed is crawling out under 5 megabits per second, a 1 gigabyte file is going to take literally forever. You're going to need to compress that file or find better Wi-Fi. But if you have great internet and it still fails, keep the number 24 in mind. You actually have a 24-hour window to resume your upload. Talk about a massive stress saver. All you have to do is go back to the upload page within 24 hours, select the exact same file again, and it will magically pick up right where it left off. You do not have to start from zero. Now, if you're staring at the dreaded processing backlog, where the upload is done, but it just won't process, well, the platform has admitted this happens after high traffic periods. And honestly, there's no technical fix you can execute from your side for this specific issue. You really just have to wait it out. But to keep your sanity, you can check the help community for live updates. It really grounds things to know that sometimes patience is literally the only tech step required. So the next time things break, don't lose your mind. Check if the outage is global, clear your caches, toggle that airplane mode, and definitely interrogate your ad blocker before you go unplugging your router. Which brings me to a final question to leave you with today. Which fix just saved you a major headache? Understanding these triage steps really empowers you to take control. You never have to waste another hour fighting tech issues in the dark again. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, here's to never buffering again.